Bitcoin is not crypto. Crypto has been corrupted. Bitcoin has not. That is why Bitcoin cannot be and is not crypto. Crypto encapsulates the group of cryptocurrencies that came after Bitcoin, the group that saw Bitcoin's unseen-before success and tried to get rich off it by making their own cryptocurrencies. But all of these cryptocurrencies are competing with Bitcoin. They are all cryptocurrencies. After all, they are all competing to be the best money. Money is the mother of all network effects, because there will always be a cost to your energy should you choose to store your monetary energy in an inferior money. There will always be a singular superior form of money that stores value better than something else. As Eric notes in his original post, Bitcoin is, objectively, the most liquid, the most safe, the most trusted, the most decentralized, and the most conservative digital asset on Earth. While that's not an objective statement, that is evidently true. There is no exact replica of Bitcoin. Its origination and existence is a one-time occurrence. Bitcoin is Bitcoin, nothing else is. Bitcoin will always be the superior place to store your monetary energy, which means it will always beat the rest of the market in the competition of money, which means anything that is competing against it is ultimately a waste of energy. All of crypto, i.e., that which got greedy and tried to leech off of Bitcoin after the market became aware of its value, is ultimately a waste of energy, because all of crypto will always be inferior to Bitcoin. It is because money is the mother of all network effects. It tends to one, because everyone has a built-in survival mechanism, and the state of survival for a human being is most certainly impacted by the money you use, at least in today's world. If you don't think that's true, ask Venezuelan citizens how easy it is to survive compared to United States citizens. Which country's citizens are flocking to which country? That tells you the answer. Venezuelans move to the United States because they want to survive. The reason for this immigration isn't because Venezuela is inherently a dangerous place to live. It's not. They are human beings, just as any other. The reason is because Venezuela's money has been destroyed as bad as any other in world history. Their money has been made almost entirely worthless. Nobody smart would ever store their monetary energy in the Venezuelan bolivar, but for those victim to practically having to do so, their monetary energy is constantly devalued and their life savings disappear. Look how many pieces of paper it takes to buy a single chicken. Insane. The money you choose absolutely impacts your chances of survival. By choosing a weaker money, you are making your life harder by having less purchasing power to pay for groceries, shelter, utility bills, education, your kids' well-being, etc. More purchasing power makes it easier to pay for the things you need to survive. More purchasing power makes it easier to survive. That is why those that have chosen Bitcoin since its genesis in 2009 have found life to get easier over time. And that's greater than anything else. Nobody has increased their purchasing power more than those who stored their monetary energy in Bitcoin. Nobody has monetarily increased their odds of survival more than those who stored their monetary energy in Bitcoin. All of crypto is inferior to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is out in front as the most liquid, most decentralized, and most secure network with an absolutely scarce supply of infinitely divisible money. There is nowhere better to store your monetary energy than in a verifiable, absolutely scarce network. And Bitcoin reigns supreme as the most secure, verifiable, absolutely scarce network. It would be directly stupid for anybody to choose to put their monetary energy in an absolutely scarce network that is less secure than Bitcoin. Forms of intelligence are not collectively stupid, although individual forms of intelligence can make stupid decisions. Because humanity is not collectively stupid, they will continue to choose the most secure, absolutely scarce network, just as they have done at a rate higher than anything else since 2009, until all of humanity has converged upon Bitcoin as the obviously superior money, leaving crypto in the trash bin, where it has always been. Bitcoin is not crypto. Crypto is not Bitcoin.